Task 5, Mail Merge. Before we start any task, we should really read the entire question. So we scroll down to see, okay, the next page is the next task. So this task has only 3 questions. A letter will be sent to the regional managers. Prepare a mail merge letter using the file RTF as your master document and the CSV file as the source data. You need to insert relevant fields from your source data to replace some text. You will replace today's date and then your name, your center number, your candidate number, proofread and spell check. Then display the merge field codes and date field code and take screenshot evidence. Letters are required for the regional managers in Bangalore and Chennai. Turn field display off, merge and print the letters to only these 2 managers. And then print out and then evaluate the use of mail merge to produce these letters in the evidence document. Okay, so now after reading this, you will have a better idea of what you need to do for the task. So let's get into it. First, open up with LibreOffice. So here you can see the file. Make it smaller. Okay, you see the addresses, the date, the title, regional manager, director, and your name, and so on and so forth. Okay, so before we do anything, now notice that the mail merge, the M16 mail RTF is the original file. So we don't want to mess up the original file. We always want to save the file in the native format of the software we're using, which in this case is ODT. Okay, we save. I had one before, so replace that. And the next step we need to do is to import for LibreOffice Writer to be able to import or pull some of the data that is needed. So you will need this from either a database or some kind of table. So here you go to Tools and then you go to Mail Merge Wizard. The starting document is the current document. That's good. The document type is letter and the insert address block. Now, so the address list is where we get the data. So we select that and then we add the table. So the table is here in Office and you can accept that and there you go. There it is, M16 offices. So that's okay. Now what you don't want to do is to click this, that it contains an address block. Here in the document itself, in the master document, we already have these fields to replace. So we don't really need this. Next. Again, we don't need salutation because here you can see in the master document, there is already some kind of salutation which we do not need to create extra. And we can finish. That's good, so we can save that. Now what we can do, the data is connected. So what we need to do is to go to View and then Data Source. And you can see here the M16 offices is connected. There's no query, there's only tables, and you can see our tables here. So notice that there are only 10 records. Okay, so that's good. So now our task is to replace this address, these fields that need to be replaced with what is given in the table. So all we need to do is just to drag to where we want it to be, and we are done. And delete the text. Address 2, delete. Address 3, delete. Address 4, delete. Title, delete. And regional manager, and we can delete this. You can add a comma here. And today's date, we can insert date. Now, field and then date. Now we do not know the format of the date, so it's best to go to more fields and then date fixed. And then it says it has to be day, month, year. So there are 4 numbers for the year, and this looks like it. And we can insert and close. And there you go, we have today's date. All right, so here maybe we can add a comma. The director is to be replaced with my name, so Cambridge Prep. And this is the center number, CP, we want to call it 001. And then the candidate number as 199999. So this looks correct. So we need to capture evidence of this. So what we need to do is, if you double click on this, you will be able to see this, the edit fields. Now, LibreOffice doesn't show up the text or what is in the table, but what we can do is to create or capture a screenshot of what we have as evidence. So we can have here LibreOffice, and then we capture here, and so you can capture the edit fields table as well, and the table on top, and then the address field which are highlighted. Capture that, and then we can go to our evidence folder file. So file, open with LibreOffice, and then we have our screenshot. Cancel. We have our screenshot to evidence 7, 6, and then 7 right here. So we can drag this in. So we can say this is evidence 7, and we can drag this in to show the evidence of what we have, and save that. Okay, that's good. And we can cancel, and we can save. Alright, so it seems like we have got what we are required to do. So we have done this. So as usual, we need to check it off. Done this, done this, done this, done this, done this, and done this. That's good. It's a good start. Next, 25. Letters are required for regional managers in Bangalore and Chennai, and turn the field display off, and then merge and print the letters for only these two managers. So the good thing is we know in advance how many we need. Okay, we can go back to our file. What we need to do is, now that we have saved this as the mail merge file, we can print. And here, the dialog box will ask you to print a form letter. You say yes. This is where the software will confirm what table you're using. So check again M16 Office, and there are 10 output. And because we only want to have 2 of the managers, we select them, Bangalore and Chennai, as you can see. And you can see that only 2 are selected. We will want to output the file, and then in the downloads folder. Okay, so everything seems to be correct. And click OK, and we can say we can select that M16 mail print that ODT and save. Okay, now we can go back to our Finder. We can open up the print ODT file. Here you should be able to see the 2 items. Alright, so Bangalore and Chennai, and the rest is the same. Okay, so this is correct. So what you need to do is to file, export as PDF, to save it as PDF, and you print the PDF, and we can keep it as the same name. Go back to Finder and check the PDF. So there you go, the Finder, we have what we need, and there you go. And we can check it here. We have done all this. So 1, 2, merge, and then the printout. So we can call that printout 4 actually. So we can say print out 4. Right, printout 4. And then finally go to the evidence file and type in some answers. And we can go to our evidence file. We can close this. In fact, we can close this as well. It is saved. Cancel that. Cancel the printout. Discard. Yes. Okay, it seems that it has crashed for some reason. But let's try. Open it again. Double click. Again, and we scroll down to evidence 7. If it's there, then it should be okay. And it's there. So the picture is below, so I would usually like to move that downwards. Okay, evidence 8, what we need to do is look at the question. Evaluate the use of mail merge to produce these letters, and then type our answers. Okay, so the advantages, I would say, are that, and then we can add some points as well. The advantages are that multiple letters can be sent out to multiple people, potentially a lot of people. All right, one person can deal with sending in preparing the mail merge letters. All right, and the person, the maybe the staff does not need to know who exactly the the people that the letter is intended for. All the staff needs is the table or database of the recipients of the letters. Okay, and anything else we can add? All right, the staff does not need to type the content of the letter repetitively. Okay, what are some of these disadvantages? Let's have a look. This, oh, why is it smaller? Okay, let's not do this. Disadvantages. And then we can have the bullets. The staff will need to be very familiar with the mail merge software. If not, then the staff needs to be well trained or spend time on the use of the software. Okay, what else? If the database or table it contains incorrect data, then the letter sent out will also be incorrect or be sent to the wrong party. This assumes that the database or table is also updated. Okay, for example, some people might move away from that address. Okay, so in conclusion, using mail merge is a time-saving tool with the right software, but the data needs to be correct and that the staff must be proficient in using the software. That's it, and we can end it here. Okay, and save. And we should be done. So evidence 8, and we are done.